Hi everybody, welcome back to CUire in the Kitchen. CUire, of course, is the French word for to bake or to cook. So, CUire in the kitchen. Not what you were thinking. Maybe what you were thinking. What you were thinking. But anyway, today, continuing with my month of October theme, which is always a month ahead, so we're cooking and baking for Thanksgiving. Today I'm gonna make my family's stuffing recipe. Technically, it's not a stuffing, it's a dressing, but the only difference is that the stuffing you stuff in the turkey and the dressing you serve as a side dish. So that's the way my family always did it. We never put it inside the turkey. We didn't need another barrier to get to the stuffing, which was always everybody's favorite part of the meal, I think. At least in my family, I think it was. Funny story for that though, but I'll come back to that in a bit. Forgive my my bandage on my head. I'm still suffering from that macaroni and cheese episode from the last episode. So if you have not seen that video, you need to click here. If there's nothing floating around my head over here, then just check the comments below. I'll put the link in there. Still working on this editing thing. I chopped up a stalk of celery, a medium-sized onion, and I have some mushrooms that I'm gonna... So I have the butter melting here, and to this butter, I'm gonna add just a little bit of canola oil. The reason we do that is because the butter will add flavor to the vegetables, but the canola oil will keep the butter from burning when the temperature gets a little warmer. Mix that together, let it get a little bit hot, and then we're gonna add our vegetables. Going to saute these up for a little bit. Most of the time a recipe will say let the onions get brown on the sides. We don't necessarily need to do that. We just want these to be soft for the most part because we're going to bake it also. Everything's looking so beautiful. So the onions are done. They smell amazing. And the celery is about half to 3/4 of the way cooked. So it's still a little bit bitey, but we're going to add the mushrooms and it's not going to take them long to wilt. So I'm the only person in my family who puts mushrooms in this dressing recipe, but no one in my family has ever turned it down either. But I love mushrooms, so I add them. We're going to stir this, let it wilt just a little bit, and I'm going to tell you a story. One time, my mom and I were shopping for groceries for Thanksgiving dinner. Once I moved out of the house, I pretty much made Thanksgiving at my place because I just liked doing it. And then people would come up, the family would come up. But my mom and I were shopping for Thanksgiving one time, and we were getting ready to leave, and I used to love these store-bought biscuits. Oh my gosh, they were so grand. And I had forgotten to get them. So as we were getting ready to check out, I said to my mom, oh my gosh, I have to get the biscuits. And she's like, you don't have to get those. Nobody really likes those. And then I said, well, they're gone every year. And she says to me, because you eat them all. Hashtag rude, mama. I'll be right back. So I've taken all of the mushrooms and onions and celery and I put them in this bowl. I just poured them in this bowl. I'm gonna add 2 loaves of just shredded bread. It's just pulled apart, no special way to do that. I love that this recipe is dense and thick. I've had light stuffing recipes, but I like the fact that this is really, really dense. And I suppose to make this lighter, you could go through and like move, separate the bread pieces like this, but I just put it all in there because I just love it like that. I'm gonna add all of the vegetables. And I didn't drain these, so I'm adding the butter and the oil, everything in there, because you know what? It's dressing. That's it. This is one of those recipes that has been handed down from, I don't know who all in my family. So I don't have any measurements for you, I'm sorry. But that's part of the fun of cooking, right? We're gonna add a little bit of milk. This is just whole milk. I think I've used skim milk in the past. So I probably put like 16 ounces. That's 2 cups, I guess. 2 cups of flour, or 2 cups of milk. Gonna add probably 3 eggs. You can add 3 or 4 eggs, whatever you want. It's just gonna kind of solidify it. Give it something. Yeah, let's put a 4th one in. You can add whatever spices you want to this. Of course, I just typically go with some salt and some pepper because I kind of like the just natural taste of the onions and celery only, I think. Here's the pepper. Yeah, I know. Don't send me notes about how I should grind my pepper because I know I should, but you know, we're in the reality of a kitchen, right? Don't always have time to do that. I mean, I know it doesn't take long. I'm just making excuses, but whatever. Okay, and mix that all up now. Again. Actually, I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk. A little bit more milk. Oh, whatever, we'll just put it all in there. So 32 ounces of milk, that's what we need. We're gonna now pour this whole mixture into a 9x13 pan. Yummo. Yeah, actually, it kind of looks like hell right now, but so good, so good. It's gonna be so pretty and brown. I can't wait to show you. You can top this however you want. You can put cheese on it. You can put more breadcrumbs on it if you want. But my goodness, how much bread do you need, really? Ha! Trick question! You can never have enough bread. So I have it at 400 degrees, and we're probably gonna let it cook for hour and a half, something like that. It's pretty dense. I'll let you know the time that I cooked it, how long it baked. I'll let you know that at the very end. Oh my God, did I not tell you it was gonna be beautiful? And it's beautiful. I just took it out, so I'm gonna let it cool down just a little bit, and then I'll cut a slice and I'll show you what the inside of it looks like. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, so good. My house smells like Thanksgiving. So I cut a piece out, and I probably could have had it cooked just a little bit longer. I had it in for an hour and a half. It's a little bit soft, but I think actually if it sits in this pan, because this is a stoneware pan, if it sits in this pan, it'll continue to cook just a little bit. I think that'll solidify, and it's not bad. I definitely would not turn it down anyway. So yeah, amazing. So the whole house smells like Thanksgiving now. As much as I love this recipe, I never ever make it throughout the year, only on Thanksgiving, which keeps it a little bit special, I think. And the smell is so amazing. So this is one of my favorite parts about Thanksgiving. Tune in next week. We're going to make fresh pumpkin pie. Look, you may have seen in the farmer's market this morning, or in the market, that I got our little pumpkins. So they're gonna sit here for just a little bit, and then we'll make pie out of them next week. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. Please, 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 please subscribe, like, and share this video. Also, when you hit the subscribe button, there's gonna be a little bell next to it. If you click that, then you'll get notifications whenever I upload a new video. You won't even have to come to me like a man. Anyway, so have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Au revoir. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? But that recipe was amazing, so be sure to show yourself some self-love and give yourself some appreciation and go check out that video. But only after you have watched the dressing recipe. Celery and the onions. The mushrooms won't take as long, so I'm gonna saute the celery and the mushrooms. Sorry. I'm gonna saute the celery and the onions first, and then we'll add the mushrooms in just a little bit.